Questions for Cade, guys?
What did Wake Forest do to keep you guys off balance today? It seems like you never could really get into a rhythm.
Yeah, I mean, they had a great game plan coming into it. They had a great game, and super proud of our defense and just excited to get the win.
Yeah, about the win. So that's Coach Swinney's 165th win, tying Frank Howard. Just how special is it to see him just get that accomplishment, just have him as a coach?
Yeah, super cool. I mean, there's a reason I came to Clemson. It's because of Coach Swinney. So to see him, have that, that's a remarkable achievement, and super happy for him, and he's earned it.
How sweet was that first touchdown? It was a little bit of redemption per se, just from the fumble earlier. Just how good of a feeling was that?
That was great. I mean, anytime you put a 16 play drive together, it was 70-something yards, and I mean that's good offense. That's good ball right there. So, to finish with a touchdown right there is always good, and that was really good.
Yeah, and you guys have a bye week coming up. Also, Clemson's on fall break. Is there anything you're gonna do with your free time, just kind of relax and just enjoy a little bit of time off as the season progresses?
I mean, nothing much. I mean, if I could go home, I probably would, just because I don't get to go home too often. I'd probably go watch Westlake play or something, but if I lived a little bit closer than 17 hours away, I probably would go home. But now I'm just gonna be hanging out and just kind of resting and resting my mind. Just kind of getting away from ball for maybe a day. It's 24/7, 7 days a week, and it adds up when you got a lot going on all the time. So I think that I kind of like where our bye week's at, halfway through, and but definitely celebrate this win and then kind of get through. I mean, have a great week of practice all week, and come after it and get better. That's the most important thing, is just getting better next week, and then kind of once we hit Saturday, just kind of take a reset day.
What was missing, do you feel like, as far as, it seemed like I couldn't quite get in the rhythm that you had at times last week? And there were a couple nice drives, but as a whole, do you feel like something was just not quite clicking right today?
Yeah, I mean, they had a great defense. I'm not really sure what it was, but, just little things here and there, a couple of bad throws, and I'd say it was probably my most inaccurate day. I think I missed 2 or 3 throws, and that I just don't normally miss. The little throw to Jake that he dropped on his back hit, I'm just bad. The coming out in the first quarter, where I dared it to Tyler. So just gotta, I don't know why. I just wasn't. I have high expectations for myself, so I'm gonna be rethinking those throws all night long. And but we got the best defense in the country. I'll tell you that. We gave them the ball on the 9-yard line, and they didn't come up with points. I mean, how that's incredible. So freaking so proud of our defense. I mean, they balled their butts off. I mean, just super proud of them and excited to get the win. I mean, it's fun.
What does it say about the confidence of this offense that you guys were able to make plays when you had to?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't press. I think that, just look at the last drive of the game. I mean, they got 3 timeouts, minute and a half left or something like that, and we were trying to get a first down. We knew they were going to end up calling their timeouts, and we were trying to get a first down, and I mean, we did. I think we got 2 of them, and just. Hamp Green play of the game, honestly, on that. That's not an easy catch. That ball's coming 1,000 miles an hour at you. He gets down, catches the onside. Great field position. I thought Phil was about to break one of those for a touchdown, but he did a great job. Our offensive line is, no sacks, no pressures. They balled out today. Just so proud of them. And, just to finish like that, it's not about how you start, it's how you finish. And to finish with that, just, driving down like that and then finishing it with a knee, it was good stuff.
What did you see on the touchdown run? It seemed like you obviously made the right call, but were you surprised that it was as open as it was?
Yeah, I'm kind of reading the defensive end and seeing if they have a great player behind, and this great player was kind of more inside the box, so I knew I had an opportunity to. And then he just kind of flew right down the line and pulled it, and all I had to do was kind of outrun the inside backer, and it's not really something you game plan for. You just kind of always are alert of, obviously most of the time we're going to hand that off, but if they do crash like that, it's an opportunity to pull it. So just kind of trying to keep that defensive end honest.
How much fun is it for you to be able to use your legs?
It was fun. I mean, I feel like I've been able to a lot this last 2 weeks. You know, I think I did a couple more times throwing the ball last week, but I got to kind of get on the edge a little bit. And that was fun. I mean, it's always fun getting loose. I'm just kind of waiting to let one loose vertical. That's gonna be a good one. So.
How much of that's planned versus you're just making it up as you go?
Excuse me?
How much of that's planned as far as you running?
Oh, I wouldn't say any of them. Maybe like 1 or 2 of them today were actually part of the play. And then there's a few of them where they did a great job, kind of dropping 8 into coverage, only rushing 3. Offensive line did a great job up front. And they just kind of covering some stuff up. And, you know, as a quarterback, whenever you kind of get in that situation, you don't really want to hold the ball in the pocket for too long. That's how sacks can happen. So, you know, they're dropping 8 guys for our 4 guys, and that's kind of how big runs can happen. So just kind of reacting and just, you know, our receivers did a great job of either, you know, faking or faking a route off the scramble to kind of pull a guy with them or blocking down the field to kind of give me some extra yards. So they did a great job after.
Okay, so I've already been asked about this, but in terms of the vertical passing game, it didn't seem like it was there like it was at Syracuse, but something Wake Forest was doing, just game plan.
Yeah, they were just, you know, they were playing a lot of off stuff. That's kind of their defense, a lot of catchy corners, catchy safeties. They're trying not to kind of get beat over the top. They're trying to collision you at the stem of the route and just, you know, really give them the short stuff. And I think that's how drives get started. That's how drives get going is, you know, just taking what they're giving you. And, yeah.
Is there anything in particular you want to work on this week?
It's a great question. You know, I would say just continue to work on red zone. You know, I think we did pretty good on that today, but just continue to work on that. And I mean, super proud of our defense the way that they handled red zone today. But really just coming out with a lot of energy and not taking an off week. You know, we have an opponent in our minds. We don't play next Saturday, but in our minds we have an opponent in 2 weeks, so we're getting ready for them.
Cade, there's kind of a lot of plays out there today on offense where definitely on your end, make something out of nothing. They brought a lot of edge pressure on you. You had to kind of make something happen to keep the drives going. What was your thought process as the game went on with the pressure just coming from all sides?
Yeah, I mean, I think our offensive line did a heck of a job. I mean, I'm probably going to take them out to dinner one of these days because, you know, no sacks. I mean, that's great stuff. Against a defense that, you know, will kind of be all over the place. But, you know, they had a great scheme on the defensive side, but, you know, we did a great job of just kind of making plays when we needed to and find a way to win.
Talked to Will over there, and he said that him and Phil just kind of found their flow, found the rhythm as the game went on, especially in the second half, made some crucial first downs on drives that kind of seemed to go nowhere, and they just found a way to keep them alive. I mean, what are your thoughts on the running back crew as the season's going on at this midway point?
I mean, yeah, I don't know what else we need to see from Will and Phil. They're so patient and they're gritty, and when they hit it, and they're, you know, there's not 2 other guys that I want back there with me every single time. But, you know, offensive line did a heck of a job. I mean, we're going to go back and look at this, and they did a great job open up the gaps and letting them go hit it, especially on that last drive and just kind of throughout the whole game. So.
What are your thoughts going into the bye week? 2 big road games in conference play at NC State, Miami. What do you expect to see with those 2 opponents waiting out on the horizon?
Yeah, you know, 2 great opponents. But honestly, right now we're just going to celebrate this win. It's hard to win in college football, so we're going to celebrate this, enjoy today, and then get back after on Monday and see what Coach got for us.
Your thoughts on the defense and how they kind of helped you guys out today?
I mean, best defense in the country, without a doubt. You know, I can say that now, and then they're going to have to go do it again in 2 weeks. So just they got to keep doing what they're doing, and you know, they make us better. They really do. So, you know, so proud of them. So proud of them.
What does that do for you guys as an offense, knowing that you don't got your stuff today, not having your best day, but you know they kind of got your back? Yeah, I mean, you know, they got our back, we got our back, and it's complimentary football. There's days where our offense is rolling, and they might have a worse day, and we just got to step up. And you know, we didn't get quite rolling like we're used to, and quite what we wanted to today, but we found a way to win. And I mean, yeah, props to the defense. They played a heck of a game.
There were a couple of plays there where I could see you were looking downfield and it didn't look like there was a safe option. So what was going through your mind when you decided to run down the sidelines for that 11-yard long?
Yeah, you know, I think sometimes they would kind of get in that drop 8, kind of defensively blitzing 3 or 4 guys. You know, they did a great job and sometimes covering up, but I definitely had opportunities to, you know, make plays downfield. And, you know, really wish I had that one back with Hamp. It was just a little bit of a miscommunication. But, I mean, you know, we did a great job up front, just giving me all day to sit back there and do what I do. And but just really proud of them. They did great.
You and Beaux Collins moved the chains consistently today. What has it been about him that you've been looking towards his number for the last couple of weeks?
I mean, yeah, he's dependable more than anything. I mean, he's a guy that I can depend on. You know, when big plays need to be made, he's right there to make them, and I'm just super proud of him. I mean, you know, I mean, probably third down player of the game, especially in that second, third quarter, just kind of making plays. A lot of sideline stuff, some out routes, and good curl routes, and just great aggressive catches he was making.
Any other questions?
Appreciate